G'day folks, looking at how to play a great old traditional song called Mobile Line. It's basically a 12 bar except it's a 13 bar, so there's a variation where we add one more bar in there. I'll play through it now and see if you can pick where that extra bar is, eh? There we go. Well, did you ever take a trip, baby, on the Mobile Line? Say, hey, Lordy, Mama, Papa, hey, Lordy, Mama, Papa, talk about the Mobile Line. That's the road you ride to ease your trouble mind. And away we go. Okay, so that extra bar was on the 4 chord, wasn't it? First time you come up to the 4 chord. Hey, Lordy, Mama, Papa, hey, Lordy, here it is, talking about the Mobile Line. And then back to 2 bars on the 1. So the idea with that extra bar, the hook of this tune really is the hey Lordy Mama Papa sort of vocal part, and it's on the 4 chord where there's a bit of tension early on in the sequence. So to add to that tension, you stay there for a little bit longer before you resolve back to the 1. Okay, hey Lordy Mama Papa, hey Lordy Mama Papa, talk about the Mobile Line. Everyone's expecting you to go back a little bit earlier, but you don't. Now, because of that resolving the tension, you'll stay on the bar on the 1 chord for the 2 bars just to let it sit. I have heard other versions though that don't necessarily do that, so you'd only stay on the 12 on the 1 bar on the 1 chord for 1 bar. So that would be hey Lordy Mama Papa, hey Lordy Mama Papa, talking about the Mobile Line. That's the road you ride to ease your trouble mind. Right, so you might hear it like that as well. You might want to play it like that, entirely up to you, but there's 2 options for that. Alright, the picking. The main thing with your picking is that you've got to get the feel right, the groove right. It's a straight 8 feel, which means that you play 8 to the bar, and you play it straight, bop, 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 bop. No swinging, no shuffling, nothing fancy like that, just 1. Now the particular pattern that I'm using here is just the downbeat on the first beat of the bar, and then on beats 2, 3 and 4 I'm playing the down and the upbeat. So let's have a look. 8 to the bar we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right. Now if on that first one you just play the downbeat, it goes like this: 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Just mixes it up a bit. Accents makes that 1 a lot stronger. But if you play to all the beats on the thumb, it's just too much. So typical of this style is you just play the 1 and the 3, and then the 2 and the 4 on the top. Now one particular way that you can do that, and it's only one way, you can mix it up, play a different thing, but this is one way that you can do that, is like this: 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what's that? 1 on the downbeat, 2 and, okay, second finger on the top, first finger in the middle, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. 3 and, thumb, second finger, first finger, second finger. First finger is always in the middle string, second finger is always on the top. Okay? So that's one way you can do it, and you can just play that through the whole song if you want. Or find yourself another one using that same 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and type of pattern. And then you just play the chords like I showed you before. Some folks may want to do some soloing as well. Now, generally on the solo with this, you'll just play a normal 12 bar, so you don't stay on that 4 chord for the extra bar. And a lot of people, when you're soloing, you'll follow your dots here, right? You've got a minor pentatonic scale, more or less. You get rid of that one, you've got a minor pentatonic scale. But minor scales have a very particular sound, and generally on a tune like this, it's got more of a country sort of feel, you play a major scale, right? So a major pentatonic scale looks like this: open, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, back to the octave on the 12th. Okay, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 5 and the 6 notes in the scale on those frets that I said. 2nd, open 2nd, 4th, 7th, 9th. 12th. Now, of those scales, your arpeggio, your main chord notes, are the open, obviously, the one note. The third note in the scale makes it major, and the fifth note in the scale, right, makes it nice and strong too. So, your basic rule, your general rule, is you make them your strong notes, and the other notes, the 6 and the 2, are your in-between notes, or your passing tones. So a little riff that you might want to use for this is you start on the major third, something like that, or yeah, 3, 2, open, something like that, something like that. Something like that. Okay, but you can see the idea. These are our strong ones. We use these other ones to pass through. The 6th note, say we did something like that. So we're targeting that one, then we go above it and come back down again. Likewise, there's a 6th note here on the 2nd fret on the middle string. Oh, missed that one. Something like that. Yeah. So they're all licks that you'll play over the 1 chord. Generally, when you get to the 4 chords and the 5 chords, you just play the chords, and then if you want to pick out from that scale while you're at it, then go for it. You can also play the note there on the 3rd fret on the 4 chord. Okay, so if you're soloing around and you get to the 4 chord, you can go back to your minor pentatonic scale. Basically, is how that works, almost without getting too complicated. Alright, so let's look at some examples. I'll just play a bit of a solo. Something like that. That was a bit sloppy, but bit of an idea at least of how you can get around and play a bit of a solo on a tune like that as well. That's probably as much as we need to do. Hopefully there's something there for everyone. Of course, you can also, if your picking's not up to it, just strum along. You know? Hey Lordy, Mama, Papa, hey Lordy, with the same rhythm, right? So it'll be down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Or of course your other option, if you want to get your skills up so you can play some of this stuff, is head off to my website and sign up for the starter pack, where this song is in there, and we look a little more closely at the skills that you need to get you, a lot more closely I should say, the skills you need to get your fingers up to picking around like that. Yeah. Okay, cheers, have fun with that one, see ya.